Plant-based food sales surpassed $7 billion in 2020. That's according to a recent report by the Plant-Based Foods Association. The most popular items were plant-based dairy and meat alternatives. Two companies, Oatly and Impossible Foods, are launching IPOs soon and are rumored to be valued at about $10 billion each. For more on this, let's bring in Richard Laver. He is the founder of Kate Farms, a company that produces plant-based organic formulas and shakes. Richard, good to have you on the show. What impact has the lockdown had on the plant-based food industry?
Well, I think that people are cooking at home a lot more the last year. I think that has dramatically changed the impact of how people look at food, how they prepare food. I think we took a look at ourselves in a lot of different manners in our life. One of them was, are we eating a lot of meat, and is it getting rancid in the refrigerator? And they took a fresh look at more fresh foods. And as they got to the grocery store and started to explore this, I think some people really saw some beautiful products, some good companies, some good stories, and they started to decide to eat a little bit more immune-boosting foods, and we saw alternative dairy take off.
Well, we are seeing this boom right now in plant-based food alternatives. Your website actually says plant-based eating is all the rage these days. But I wonder, Richard, since food trends do come and go, and given that your business is in a booming industry right now, are you at all concerned that this rage might not be sustained?
I think that I got to tell you that the millennials, the younger generation, even younger than the millennials, they are really driving the future of what everybody's doing, and that's not just eating, that's driving cars, that's everything. And I think people are really looking at their health and looking at things that have happened to their bodies, and they try to exercise and they're still not able to get quite control of everything. And I don't think that eating out of a box is the answer, or eating beer and French fries. That's plant-based too, Lana, but that's not the answer. So a lot of people need to get educated. And one of the ways we can do that is let's start to look at eating from the ground. The start of Kate Farms came from, let me see if I can get more antioxidants, more things into my body quicker that could heal my daughter, take care of Katie's immune system. She was very compromised. And I think a lot of this is sustainable. This is the future. And what really happened, Lana, was we got to parity in the actual taste of these products. 10, 15 years ago, we were sitting around and people were like, yeah, we're going to be a vegan, but it doesn't taste so good. Or the flexitarian diet came along and really taught us that we don't have to all be 100% plant-based. So I can go out and learn about the industry, have a meal a day, and the impact on the world, the one meal a day of being plant-based for your body, for your health, for the planet. And it became approachable to the consumer. And so once they started to see the health benefits and the parity and the taste, and these wonderful companies, authentic entrepreneurs, they got behind us. And this nascent little cottage industry is about to explode.
Definitely exploding. As I mentioned, Impossible Foods and Oatly are in talks to go public soon. How are plant-based food companies like yours watching these IPOs, and what do you expect from these companies after they go public?
Well, look, this is our moment. I would like the summer of love. This is the summer of plant-based. You heard it here first from Lana. This is it. We're going. This is the most exciting time. Impossible, Beyond Meat, Oatly, Kate Farms. We haven't made decisions yet, but we're the fastest growing medical foods company in the world. I mean, this is stuff that was started at farmer stands and homes of blenders. These entrepreneurs struggled. And now the young people are deciding, look, we're getting behind these companies. We love these companies, and we're going to push them forward. It's sort of the old thought of the Buffett strategy. Yeah, that's important. The fundamentals, which are terrific. The growth at Oatly is unbelievable that you're going to see. But I think that, and same with Kate Farms and Beyond Meat. But I think what you're seeing is this push, this future that these young people want. And they're saying, these guys are real. We're getting behind it. And I think you're going to see something very special. One of the most special companies coming public this summer. You just mentioned Impossible and some of these other ones. I think we're going to see an incredible boom for the planet, for investors, for all the stakeholders, and there's going to be a celebration. I think you're going to be pretty surprised by these valuations because we have hit a place where it's good and cool to eat plant-based, and it's great for the planet.
Richard, you certainly are passionate about it. I only have a couple more seconds, but I do want to ask, because you mentioned plant-based dairy alternatives have been dominating the market in 2020, actually so much so that there's become a fierce debate about using the word milk to describe non-dairy items. And I noticed you don't use the word milk to describe your drinks. So care to weigh in on this debate?
Well, I understand. I don't really want to make too much. There's a lot of the industry's so big from dairy and meat, and we're coming in and being disruptors. But I think what's really important is we're all getting along now. I think that this is all the big companies are embracing us. This is not so much of a but I do think for us, we didn't need to call ourselves a milk. We were a medical food company to sustain life. We're saving thousands of patients' lives. It's a little different than consumer business, even though we sell to NFL teams and we're going into the consumer world big time, and we're in 90% of hospitals. But I think that really I can tell you that from our perspective, we just felt that plant-based is the best way to treat the patient, and the patient and the consumers are agreeing with us. And it's really exciting. And I think it's exciting for all stakeholders. Like I said, I don't think it needs to be them against us. I think it's they're embracing us. We came from nothing. We came from the side of farm stands and home blenders with dreams to save our daughter or to grow a beautiful company like the Califia Farms founder did. And here we are. It's just really, it's exciting. So yeah, I am passionate.
I get that. There's also a lot of people on Wall Street who are passionate about it as well. Best to you and to your daughter. Richard Laver, thank you.
Thank you so much, Lana. I really appreciate it.